Right, so it's June the 5th, 2015, and, well, this is what is going on at the moment. So, this is a 2004 Mini Cooper. It's got about 96,000 miles on the clock, and there's a grumbling noise that can only be described. And it sounds like it's coming from the gearbox. It only grumbles when it's in gear. So when you press the clutch, no grumbling. When you put it in neutral, no grumbling. Re-engage, grumbling. And it's louder when you power on and power off. So, some deduction with a friend, we decided it might be one of the differential bearings. So, what have I done? Well, if you look at a picture of a Mini Cooper, obviously it doesn't look like this. What have I got down here? Well, we've got the bumper, and we've got, well, tripping over things, the radiator, and the, oh god, it's leaking fluid. I thought I'd got it all anyway. I'll have to mop that up. And that goes on the front, between the two members. And as you can see, yeah, we've had a knock. Sodding typical. Don't think it's going to affect it much, but that is a big crack, and it goes all the way up there. Oops, don't pull those. Anyway. So, managed to unhook most of things. All the gear linkages have come off. There's one there. There's our master cylinder. The selector gear. Yep. These go back to your matrix heater, and they go onto there and there. Like so. Breather pipe, I think, because it goes into there. That's the oil switch. That's the, what is that? Oh, power steering pump, electric pump. These are your fuel lines. Well, this is your fuel line. The rubbery stuff, the plasticky stuff, goes to here, which comes back to here. So I'm not sure what that is. Probably some sort of sensor. Earth bond strip, that's come undone. That's what earths the engine. Various bits and bobs around here, they've had to come undone. All the front lighting harness, they've come undone. I've labelled them up. Oddly, this thing has two horns. Why, I really don't know. And one will do. Obvious things that have gone out as well. Battery box came out. Airbox came out. Nothing else much really. Just all the, oh yeah, I took the manifold off as well. So that was just so I could see if I could get to the problem. Now you're probably wondering, why the hell are you taking the engine out for a clutch? Well, you won't be able to see it, but I'm pointing there. That bolt. That pissing bolt. All the other bolts except that bolt won't come undone. And it's in a bloody tight space. I've had an impact wrench on it, I've sprayed penetrating fluid on it, we have tried everything, me and my neighbour. And it just will not come off. I think it's because there's crud in there. See that hole there? That's the, we believe that's the hole that goes all the way through to for this bolt. And obviously it's got filled with crud. You wind it back, it bites. So you keep winding it forward, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Now it's got to a point where you can't wind it either backwards or forwards. So, because there's such tight space in here, we've just opted to undo everything and pull it out. And oddly enough, there's not that much connected to the engine. Well, I say oddly, but there's an electric power steering pump, so there's no power steering pump on the mechanical power steering pump on the engine. There's an alternator. There's a water pump. But the power steering pump's electric, so we don't have to fiddle around with that. So, you know, we thought we'll just unhook all the wires and then pull the plugs out. Right. What else? Oh, it's also got a squeaky tensioner belt bearing in there. Yeah, it's not very good. Can't see it. But yeah, it's there, and that will, when we pull the engine out, that will be changed as well. Other mounts. So there's this mount here that's mounting. Well, sorry, this bolt here, and this bolt here that mounts this bracket to this beam, and obviously the strut top. And then you've got this bushing here that holds the gearbox up, which is obviously connected to the engine as well. And then there's another bar that goes across between here and here, which is that thing here. So that goes between there and there, or the other way around. I think it's that way around, or even that way around. Anyway, that nut there faces up, so it's that way around. So that stops the engine from rocking backwards and forwards. There's another engine mount down there. Probably see it better from on the side. There, that's it. There's another one there. That's got to come out. So now, once you've undone those two, the engine, as you can see, rocks. It's a bit rusty there, look. That's not good. Anyway. What's that? Anyway. So, that's it. So, just waiting on the engine hoist. And then we can take it out and then we can go to town on it. Oh yeah, the differential. Don't know if you can see it. That bad boy there. That's the diff. So I'll be taking the gearbox off and then taking the gearbox apart and seeing what that diff does. So yeah, if you want to try this yourself, my advice is don't, or be prepared for a heck of a lot of work. Right, whether you found this useful or not, nah. At least it gives you some idea of what's involved. There's plenty of other videos out there on YouTube that'll tell you otherwise. But yeah. Oh, and one other thing, nice tip. Your old gloves. That's the air intake, there's a butterfly valve behind there. That's your water. And that's your water as well, that's your coolant, so your radiator's connected between there and there. Yeah, just a old glove, stick it over, stops bits of crap getting in there, especially here. Anyway. Ooh, if you liked it, like it. If you didn't, don't. Post your comments, post your own opinion. Yeah? And if you're thinking of doing this, good luck.